Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about Christmas. What kind of things you should get people that have preparedness in mind for Christmas. And some of them are definitely budget friendly, like stocking stuffers. And then others are, if you want to spend a little bit more, you can have it. So let's get into it. The first thing, and this is in the middle of the road here. I think I spent just over $100 on this. It's a set of binoculars by Vortex, and they are the Diamondback. And I believe that these go to 10 power, but they're a really good set of binoculars. Got nice clear glass. Now it's not going to be like $1,000 pair of clear glass, but you get what I'm saying. You get what you pay for. They're the 10 by 50s. And if you want to spend a little over 100, in between 100 and 150, that's the way to go. So we've got that. Let's set that aside. And then next, we can talk about stoves or cook kits. So I picked this up from Walmart the other day, and pretty cool. It's got, you open it up, and then you got a plate, a lid for your pot, and then I modified this a little bit. It actually comes with a little blue cup, and I took it out of there. I replaced that with the sponge and the Coleman Peak 1 camp stove. And this one works fairly decent with this since it's such a large diameter on the bottom. Then it's also got a little, I believe it's a half-quart pot. That way you can boil water, what have you. But it was only around 10 bucks, $10-15. So that's great for somebody that has a budget in mind. Take another look at a different kind of camp set, little cook set. This is the Stanley, and what I put in this one, see, it's got your lid with the strainer holes if you want to strain out pasta. I put another sponge in this for cleaning, and I went on Amazon and I bought this Brs Stove. So let's talk about this for a second. This one is made of titanium, and one of you guys actually recommended it. So I bought it, and we're going to do another video on it later. It performs extremely well. But you just take it out, and you fold these wings out. And it weighs practically nothing, but it works perfect for this pot. And then I also have a little drinking mug. It comes with 2 of these, and that's it. That's all that this Stanley cup comes with, but another really affordable option. And now for the Brs 3000T titanium, you're looking at $15 for this sucker. And I mean, for that price, you really can't beat it. If you know the person who you're buying for, if they need a stove, this is the way to go, hands down. Let's put this up, back in the bag, and then we'll move on to our next suggestion. And with that, we've got the Jetboil. Now, if you know somebody that's a coffee drinker, this thing is a lifesaver, and I would recommend buying the French press system that slides into this. But it's all in one package. All you have to do is buy your fuel. So they recommend using the actual jet power fuel, and I think that you can use any fuel on it, but this is what they recommend, and it works extremely good. I've actually got a video on it. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I've got this up against that Peak 1. Now keep in mind, the Peak 1, that Coleman stove that I had, I tested it with this, and it was, this is too small of a cup for that stove, I come to find out. So keep that in mind. The Coleman Peak one is not a junk stove. It's just, I would not recommend using this, this Stanley cup for that stove. And next up, we've got a trauma kit. So most of the people that I know that are into preparedness and stuff like that, they're also into their medical gear. And this is a perfect thing to get them. You can get high quality ones all the way down to just your average, everyday, mediocre one. And this is on the cheaper end, this kind here, and I bought it off of Amazon. Comes with a rat's tourniquet, a few odds and ends. I've added some alcohol into it and a couple chest seals. But you're going to have your basics in one of these. Now, one of the more high-end ones you can get from Bear Independent. He makes a really good quality trauma kit. But you're going to pay for it a little bit. And I say that he's with the things that you get in that medical kit, it's cheaper than something that's equivalent to it. So we'll put it that way. So moving down the line, we've got some Don't Die in the Woods emergency sleeping bags. And there's one per deal like this. But look at that. It's very compact, and it's got the space blanket material in it. And you can just throw this in a pack and go. And this does not, if it's real cold outside, it's not going to keep you that warm. But it definitely helps in a pinch. You can line this in your current sleeping bag, and it just ups or lowers the temperature that you can sleep in significantly. And along that same line, we've got the emergency blankets, and these are very compact. It comes in a little carrying case with 4 of these little suckers. I'm not going to say that they're a one-time use, but I don't think that you're going to get a whole lot of uses out of them because they're pretty thin. But I have had one of these out, and I was able to put it back in there without any rips or tears. So there's that. Now, another thing that I found real cool just walking through Walmart one day is in their camping section, you can get these emergency rations. These are 2,400 calories, and it weighs, I think, 1.2 pounds, or 1 pound, 2 ounces. And they last for about 5 years. So this one was made in April of 2021, and it's good till April of 2026. So there you go. And it's portioned off right here. There's little notches so you can break it apart. I have not tried one of these. I don't know what it tastes like. They're supposed to taste like apple cinnamon, so take that for what it's worth. But in a pinch, you can grab one of these things and you're set for a day. So they are $5. So a $10 bill, and you got 2 days worth of food. So that's a pretty cool little thing that you could give. Now, let's talk about flashlights. I carry this. It's called a Olight Seeker 2 Pro. And the reason why I carry this one, let's backtrack for a second. I used to carry this one. This one is the Olight MR2 Pro, the Warrior. And it's got the magnetic tail switch, see? And I work around metal, so the magnet attracts that metal dust that I'm around, and eventually it will stop working. And I was not happy about that, so I'll never buy another one with the tail switch like this. Instead, this one's got the push button, and it gets really bright. It's like 3,200 lumens, and I will say they are made in China, so remember that. It's a good light. Streamlight, I think, makes other good lights, but regardless, this is what I carry around. And they're a little over $100. So if you're looking for a real good quality flashlight, either Olight or Streamlight, both those are pretty good companies. Just remember that about the tail switch. If you work around metal at all, you're not going to want one with a tail switch. Now, we got a compass. A good quality compass is essential for preparedness because you got to know where you're at, know where you're going all the time. And even if they have a compass, I'm sure that they would still appreciate getting another one because of that old saying, you know, one is none and two is one. It's a pretty cool little stocking stuffer gift. And then moving on to some of our cutting tools, I've got a Leatherman here. And about any Leatherman that you can think of is good to have. This one just happens to be, I believe it's the Sidekick, yeah. So it's got your basics, screwdrivers, and then some cutting tools, a can opener, and then on this side it's got a measuring device, and on this side it's a file. And then once you close it back up, you got a knife and a saw. So Leathermans are good to carry regardless because you can do so much with them. Next up on the list, we've got the old axe. SOG, I think, makes a really good hatchet. And it's pretty sharp, but also you can use it as a hammer and you can baton with it. So you set this on a small log, you take something else and hit it right here with it, and it won't hurt it at all. But this is great for if you're out camping and you need to get a little bit of firewood together. You can use this and it'll help out a lot. And it also helps with hammering down your tent stakes. All right, next on the list, we've got the Gerber Strong Arm. And this is my favorite fixed blade knife. It's nice and thick back here. It's a full tang. You got a little window breaker. And they come extremely sharp. Not to mention, you get this nice plastic type of material that you can actually molly it to a pack, and it's got a little plastic piece that slides up in there, and it can set wherever you want on that pack. So Gerber Strong Arm, that'd be a really cool gift. So another thing is portable chargers. Everybody's got phones and what have you, so if you're out camping, Anchor makes my favorite, and it's got a little LED indicator right here that lights up, tells you how much it's charged, and this will charge your phone several times over. So I really like it, and it's plastic. It is plastic, but it seems like a durable plastic. So anyways, guys, that's my little Christmas list for somebody that preps or somebody that likes preparedness. Tell me what you think. If you have any to add or take away, let me know in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.